Hi, it's Johnny Ray from Fibre News, and in this short video, we're going to be going on a rooftop in London to talk about wireless Ethernet. I recently had Will Goodall, head of wholesale from GigaBritain, on the Fibre News podcast, and within the discussion, he started to explain to me what wireless Ethernet was. I had a limited understanding, so of course I asked him if we could actually go onto a rooftop so I could better understand the product. Jump forward about 4 weeks and he made it happen, and we found ourselves on the top of Tower 42 in the City of London, the 19th tallest building. To get to the point where the technology is beamed was quite the challenge. We had multiple lifts, stairs and ladders. With Will's fear of heights, it became quite entertaining, I must say so myself. But it was a really good opportunity for me to actually see the equipment that delivers thousands of wireless Ethernet connections to properties around London. So in this video, we're going to break down exactly what is included to make that happen. Any questions, just reach out if you wanted to find out more about wireless Ethernet.
What's that saying? All the gear, no idea. That is me. How bad? You'll be fine. This will be the bit where I've kind of gone, yeah, sort your lifestyle out with. Eat no red meat, no alcohol. Fuck. It's alright, I've got the top shot. Ow! Bang me head. You ever seen Jungle London's Burning back in the day? All the way? You've got it from the top, Joe. I've got it from the top. No, you don't get the camera. No. All good? No. Wow. What's down there?
I'll take your jacket. Yeah, right. Let's get you near that antenna. Good lads. William, how you feeling?
I'm feeling all right. It wasn't a great journey to the top, but I'm feeling all right.
So let's just be honest. Are you slightly afraid of heights?
Massively afraid of heights.
I think there were some worrying moments for you coming up that spiral staircase.
Yeah, and particularly having. I had to go at the back because I was delaying everyone. It was just. I'm not great with heights, but I'm all right now. It's quite something to see it all.
But this is your dedication to bring the information to your partners.
I'll tell you what, GigaBritain partners are lucky.
Right, so to take us through from the beginning, what is the wireless Ethernet, the always-on product that you push out to your partners?
So in London, particularly, and across our hypercities, we can offer an always-on product. So we will install Ethernet connectivity in a building, much as you can see to my right, and then we'll use a wireless connection as well. So effectively, from a building, we're covered from the top to the bottom. So if a digger goes through outside, and I don't know if you can hear there's occasionally a few diggers in London. If a digger goes through and cuts a fibre cable, the businesses are still able to trade because obviously they've got the wireless connectivity. So hence the term always on. So it's incredibly popular in London, because you can imagine if a business loses connectivity in one of these buildings, they're going to be losing some serious cash. So it's something we provide, and we're really pushing through our partners covering London.
So what's the benefits of wireless Ethernet?
Benefits of wireless Ethernet are speed of delivery. We can deliver in London within 10 working days, which is
Outrageous.
Yeah,
No
I
way
agree.
leave.
No way leave. We can deploy quickly up to 10 gig. So a lot of our customers are moving into premises, and there's a time frame attachment to it, and to be able to support a partner with that is a big thing.
Does everybody use this as their primary connection, or is there a bit of a dual play with the Ethernet product, wireless Ethernet product?
There's a mixture. So we have some partners and customers who use it as their primary, just because of the location of their building and the cost potentially to get fibre in. We have others who use it as a backup connection and resilience for their buildings. So it can cover a multitude of options. So in our hypercities, everywhere we have fibre, we also have wireless. So not just London, Manchester, Leeds, Birmingham, Liverpool, we can provide both technologies, which again allows our partners to differentiate and win.
Is it an automatic changeover if the fibre for whatever reason was to go down and then the wireless was to kick in?
Yeah, so our in-house engineering team can set up auto failover resilient solutions for our partners, so that there's an automatic failover. So primary can go down, the backup will kick in, and the customer never really knows, a few seconds, and then they're still working, still trading.
Is there any plans to continue doing wireless in other cities? I'm sure all partners are gearing up to know.
Yeah, so we are always keen that when we provide fibre, we'll provide wireless as well, because we see the two products as incredibly complementary, particularly in a city environment where there's constantly build, there's constant change, and there's a constant speed of requirement. The most recent example is Cardiff, our latest hypercity that we're building. One of the key aims for us, as well as building a fibre network, was to also deploy wireless within the city. So again, our partners can benefit from fibre and wireless at the same time, which differentiates them. For me, GigaBritain is about differentiating in the market.
So as you're rolling out Ethernet services, you're looking to obtain rooftops to roll out wireless at the same time?
Yeah, absolutely.
And is that a plan that's going to be set in stone for the future? Is that something that GigaBritain's going to stick to within their rollout plans?
Yeah, it fundamentally forms part of our strategy where we do build, that this is exactly what we will do. I think if you look at the kind of industry, being different and deploying this technology really separates us. One of the interesting things we do with wireless is a lot of time for fibre, there will be either a delay in the build or a delay with a delivery, or there'll be embargoes and things like that. Wireless isn't impacted with embargoes, so we will deliver every day of the year. So a lot of the time we'll deliver wireless and then deploy fibre once the fibre's ready. Again, it takes that pain away for the partner, because obviously they're accountable to their customers and we're accountable to them.
What is a typical customer journey when placing an order for a wireless Ethernet service? Or if they're placing an order for an Ethernet service and want the wireless to go in pre-Ethernet, what does that journey look like?
So for the partner, they'll place an order, we'll arrange a survey, then we'll arrange the installation. So for them, quite straightforward. There may be some civils, maybe some work in between, but we'll keep them informed and update them throughout that. In terms of the internal side, we will look at, for example, wireless. We'll check a line of sight just to make sure we have 100% visibility of our partner's customer.
Line of sight being able to point that antennas behind
Yes.
you to essentially
I would.
a building within that site.
Yeah, I'll take a step back as a point because the fear of heights kicking in, but you can see that will do that. I'm holding on to this, it probably will make no difference if something went wrong. But we'll check line of sight, we'll check capacity, we do all that in-house, we've got that technology and the engineering resource to do that rapidly. And then it's just a case of arranging with our partner to visit the customer, to deploy a dish on the customer's office, and then we'll just connect the two. So it's absolutely rapid. A really good example was a partner of ours, Metrotech. They were working in a multi-tenanted building in Manchester through a large letting agency who had a customer about to take premises, taking the full floor. Very tight deadline, and through ourselves, Metrotech were able to offer a wireless connection within 3 days, I think it was, which enabled the partner to provide connectivity to the customer. The landlord was incredibly happy because they had a customer taking a full floor, and Consequently, as a result of that, we then deployed Fibre as the wireless was supporting the customers, and we're going to pre-connect that building with Fibre throughout, so businesses will be able to connect within 5 working days.
So what can the end customer expect? If I'm a reseller, what can they expect at their end to be able to receive the wireless signal? What works need to go into place?
Yeah, great question. So one of the real benefits with wireless is we find 7 out of 10 business owners or landlords, we don't require a way leave because they much prefer it. There's no digging outside to deploy Fibre. All we need to do is deploy a dish and then bring Ethernet into the building and connect to a router for a partner's customer. So for them, it's exactly the same internally that they would have for a leased line, but externally, we're not digging up roads, we're not having to shut any access, and the fact that so many way leaves are not required is a huge benefit. I think we see a lot of orders potentially with delays with way leave, and if we're able to circumnavigate that, our partners benefit and their customers benefit hugely as well.
And surely it's a benefit to the landlord anyway. If they've got a wireless Ethernet ready property, there's going to be benefit for the future.
Yeah,
right?
it's a huge benefit for them. They're able to get up to 10 gig in London wirelessly into their building. They can get tenants in and connected and working incredibly quickly. So for a landlord, it's a very attractive product, and it's why our pre-connect product is doing so well in the capital.
So if somebody has a wired Ethernet product and a wireless Ethernet product from GigaBritain, could you call that a 100% uptime product? Are you allowed to put your name to that?
Yeah, 100%. We call it our always on product. So we fully manage the process end to end with wireless and Fibre, diverse exchanges, and we will manage that full process end to end, manage the failover so that if there is an issue with the primary connection, the wireless connection as a backup will kick in, and it enables our partners to really offer a full 100% SLA product, which supports additional products that our partners are selling.
Is there a difference in the SLA compared to the wired product and the wireless product?
There's no difference between the two SLAs. When we combine them together, we get the 100%. Normally you're looking at 99.999 as a standalone.
Genuinely, why wouldn't anyone take the wireless product over the wired? I can see why they'd take two, but what, do you know what I mean?
No, wireless has been a learning journey for me over the last year, having been in more fixed line, and the more I'm exposed to it, I have a similar opinion, because the deployment of connectivity, I think sometimes people they like a physical object in terms of fibre cables, but looking at the customers we have, the high net customers, enterprise customers that work and function on a wireless connection, I don't see any difference in London at all.
Yeah. So to people that may have some worries about wireless, because I can't understand why there's not more of it, what's the resilience like on wireless compared to wired?
So for us, wireless is actually more reliable than Fibre. You haven't got the issue of diggers in the ground or anything like that. Where we do have an issue on wireless, it'll be potentially where the cleaner's unplugged it and plugging in a vacuum cleaner, for example. But it's absolutely rock solid. The nature of the businesses that purchase these connections from us, couple of minutes without connectivity impact them massively, and Luminet's reputation in London is surpassed based on pure quality.
So how many customers do you think are currently connected to the wireless product?
So in terms of our products in London, we could cover via Luminet about 1,200 customers, which is an immense number. But the exciting thing for me is there is so many businesses in London that can benefit from this, and this is very much a call to arms in terms of benefit from the connectivity, benefit from the service, and differentiate through GigaBritain.
So can you talk about the journey of how Luminet became within the Telcom group and is now under the GigaBritain brand?
Yeah, absolutely. So we concluded purchase of Luminet around October last year, just before we launched GigaBritain in Manchester. It's been an amazing, it's coming up to almost a year now, and the learning we've taken from both businesses and the shared ethos across both businesses has been really rewarding for everyone, and it's massively benefited GigaBritain. It's been a a meeting of two businesses with shared goals of customer service. So it's really helped accelerate both businesses, and it's quite an exciting future in terms of as we work closer together and really enhance that channel offering. And don't forget, with the acquisition of Luminet, or acquiring Luminet, we added a new hypercity covering London, which is obviously an immense area, and being able to offer wireless connectivity in zones 1, 2 and 3 was just unique for us. And then the relationships we've got with carrier partners in the city enhance that even further, and really enable us to drive a strong value proposition into what is an untapped gold mine.
I may or may not have forgotten to record an outro with Will on this video, so you're now looking at me. But big thank you again to GigaBritain for allowing me access. We've got more content coming out on the rooftop with some of their engineers to get down in the bit of the nitty gritty of the technology. But again, thank you to GigaBritain. If you want to reach out to them, there's a contact form on the article which this video is linked to, and that form goes directly into GigaBritain. So if you want to find out more about how you can resell the wireless option in their hypercities, or talk about their FTTP product, or of course their Ethernet solutions, then please reach out. Really hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.